far in the galaxy. The turnaround lesson. My wife and I have been together for about 7 years and married for about a year and a half. She and I have a beautiful stepdaughter who just recently left our home after turning 18. During the course of our relationship, before and after our marriage, my wife has been asking me to have children with her. I have been dealing with a personal phobia related to doctors since I was about 16 years old. At that time, I was told during an exam that I have a heart murmur. I had already held a deep fear of doctors prior to this, and when the doctor got this confused look on his face, it really scared me. I had a chest x-ray done, and at that time they said there was nothing to worry about. A few years later, I was working hard at installing a pole where I had to dig a 3-foot hole for the pole. I experienced a fluttering and racing irregular heartbeat, and I felt like fluid was somehow gathering in my throat. This feeling lasted a good minute or two, and then my heart seemed to go back to normal. I was terrified about what was wrong with my heart, so I had it in my mind that whatever is wrong will result in my demise. I did some research and was convinced that I have a serious issue with a valve in my heart that I felt I would never have the courage to address. Throughout the years, I have experienced the same issue, and each time I felt as though my life would be ending soon. I met my soon-to-be wife about 7 years ago. She had just been through a divorce and she was looking to start a new relationship. We hit it off, and she and her daughter moved into my home a few months later. Things were going well and we became very close to one another. The subject of her wanting children would come up frequently. I was of the mindset that I will be leaving her high and dry and not going to be around to see them grow up, so I offered excuses or avoided the subject whenever possible. I said, wait until we get married, wait until you get good insurance. Wait until summer is over so that you can ride roller coasters. Wait. I would avoid the subject at all costs because I knew I would have to face up to my medical phobia that I have once we decided to start a family. On Christmas Eve 2020, I proposed to my wife. A few months later, she and I were in Walmart and she asked me when was the last I had physical. She said, I want to make sure my honey is healthy. This sent a feeling of shock and fear through me, and I quickly changed the subject. During our honeymoon, the subject came up again. I was 40 at the time and she said that we need to get you a 40 physical, mister. Again, I quickly changed the subject. Shortly after we were married, the subject of children came up again. My insurance that I had at the time was very expensive and not very good at all. My wife did not have insurance, and I offered up another excuse, and I told her to wait until you get insurance before we have a child. In the fall of 2021, she was offered a permanent position and was offered insurance. She offered to put me on her insurance, but I avoided this because of my phobia. This past summer was when she had had enough of my excuses. She said that if you want to have children, you need to come to me because I am done asking, but don't be surprised if you no longer have the opportunity to do so. This should have opened my eyes, but it did not. It was at this point where I asked her to wait until summer is out so that you can ride roller coasters during the summer. September rolled around and my wife renewed her prescription for birth control. I was under the impression that we would start trying in September and that she would not renew her prescription. She did, and I never questioned her as to why. The week of Thanksgiving, our daughter moved out of our home. That Friday, I noticed a plant of my wife's that was missing. I asked her where it was and she said that she moved it. I asked where and she said she moved it out and that she was moving out. She had already gotten an apartment on her own, and that is where the plant went. She said that she doesn't love me as much as I love her and that she needs some time away from me to sort things out. She also told me that she gave up on us ever having children and that she had cheated on me a few months ago. I was devastated to hear the news, and I begged and pleaded for her to stay. I never dreamed she would have cheated on me, and although I was shocked and heartbroken, I told her that I forgive her for doing that. A week or so after she told me what she was going to do, I confessed to her my medical phobia that I have been dealing with all my life. I told her about what happened to me and my fears, and she wanted to know why I never told her. I tried to explain my fear to her, but I don't think that she understood how I really felt about it. I never told anyone about what I was experiencing with my heart. She insisted that we make an appointment to have it checked out. I have been to several appointments thus far, and my wife has been there with me at them. I was shaking when I went into the doctor's office because I was convinced that he is going to tell me I have a serious problem that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. I was thinking open heart surgery with the possibility of dying there and then. He listened to my heart, but he did not hear a murmur. I had to wear a Holter monitor for 24 hours, and he ordered blood work to be done. My blood work came back great with no issues at all. Everything was normal. The Holter monitor revealed that I have heart block when I am sleeping, and it also identified the arrhythmias I have been experiencing from time to time. I have now been referred to a cardiologist to have a test done and further analysis. I explained to my wife that this medical phobia is the whole reason behind me not wanting to start a family. Deep down inside, I have always wanted children, but my fear of dying while the kids are young has prevented that from happening. My wife now feels that she wants to be alone and doesn't want a relationship with anyone right now. I have told her that I do want to have children with her now that I have faced my fears, and she now says that she doesn't want children now. She wanted children while my stepdaughter was still in the house, and since she has moved out, she has no interest at all now. She had her daughter in her early teens and now she has a freedom that she has never been able to experience. She can do whatever she wants. She doesn't have to clean up after anyone except herself. She has the freedom to live now. Without me smothering her and being with her all the time, she can go to bars, go out with friends and not have to worry about getting home because I am sitting there waiting for her to come back. I did everything around her. She was always my first priority and I always wanted to be next to her. She says that she has given up on the subject of us and just wants to be alone right now. She says there is no one else and that she has not cheated on me since, but I have received anonymous text messages from someone telling me she is cheating with someone at work during lunch and after work. I have asked about the texts and she flat out denies any recent infidelity. I don't really know what to believe at this point. If she is cheating, would she really tell me? I want to believe her so bad. Part of me believes her and part of me has doubts she is telling me the truth. The last night with her at home was December 6th. We have been to a few counseling sessions and we communicate with each other almost every day. She says that she still has feelings for me, but those feelings are nowhere near what they used to be, and she also said that she never really loved me. I feel terrible about what I have done and I really don't know how to deal with the situation. I have created a marital disaster for both of us. I love this woman with all of my heart and soul and I want to reconcile our marriage and be the loving husband and future father that she wanted me to be. I will be 42 soon and she is 34, so I don't think it is too late for either one of us. I am heartbroken and feel responsible for everything that is happening to our relationship. I am so confused about what to do right now, how to act, etc. I can't sleep and I feel like hope is fading every day. I would like to think that she was not settling for me. I treated my wife with respect and as a queen. Everything I did was about her. I thought that she was happy and content. The children thing is the main reason she said that she was not happy, and now that our daughter is out of our home, she has a level of freedom that she has never had before. I don't know why she cheated on me and I don't know if she still is. Yes, it bothers me that she would do this to me. It really hurts like hell. As for 180, we communicate and see each other almost every day. Should I stop communication? I can't bring myself to even being mad at her when I feel that my medical fear is the cause of our issues. I had the test today and the technician there said that she sees no causes for concern and that my valves in my heart are functioning correctly. This was a load off of my shoulders and I had to share the news with my wife afterwards. She said that she was happy to hear the news and that she was proud of me that I went by myself. I am so confused about what is going on and it continues to tear me apart. This is my first marriage and I have no family to turn to for advice. Under the circumstances, should I really do the 180? I really want us to reconcile our marriage, but some of the things I see in the 180 seem as though they may push us further apart. In a sense, I have been a doormat. I have not confronted her in any way. Communication between us is still there, but what I don't understand is why she continues to communicate and see me if she wants her space so bad. As bad as she has broken my heart by leaving our home, the infidelity, the comments that she doesn't love me as much as I love her, and the mental pain and grief I have experienced, you would think that I would despise her at this point, but I don't. I still love this woman and I honestly don't know why. What is wrong with me? I am going to see a MC tonight on my own without her. I am hoping that he can help me deal with this. I really have had just about all I can take, and while I seriously don't want to run to the divorce attorney, I am starting to think I need to. I am not sure how much more I can take until I do. The MC pretty much told me that by hiding my medical issue I deceived my wife, making her think that she is the reason for my reluctance to have children. He said that she has really been hurt by the fact that I did not confide in her and trust her with my life and well-being in general. He said that I denied her the joy of parenthood with me and I betrayed her by doing so. He said my behavior was selfish and was all about me and not about we as a couple. He also told me that I need to communicate with my wife and just listen to what she has to say. Express interest in her conversation and don't talk about the past or the current state of our relationship. He was blunt and to the point about my actions. He suggested that I back off on talking anything about us unless she wants to bring up the subject. He pretty much made me feel responsible for her moving out and that I have myself to blame for what happened. He opened my eyes to quite a few things about me. My wife and I both go to a gym about 4 times per week and she always asks me if I want to go. We have some classes together at the gym and I just don't feel the same about going now. I don't know if I should still go or I should avoid it at this point. I have difficulty hiding my feelings. I am an emotional guy and I always expressed my love for my wife openly. Although we were together at Christmas and New Year's, I felt like a third wheel. I was definitely not the life of the party either day. It tears me apart knowing that I can't do that now. My 1100 told me I need to take a step back and give her space. He said that should have been part of our relationship. Smothering her was a way of dealing with my own insecurities. Although I provided a home and everything else to her, I did not provide the feeling of love and security that she needs. Again, he said that it was all about me and not about us. I am trying to stay strong and keep an upbeat, confident, and positive attitude about this, but it is very difficult for me. I am going to try the 180 and see what happens. Even if it does work out and she wants to come back, I don't know if I will ever be able to trust her again with my heart. If we do reconcile and she does this type of thing again, I am really going to have a problem. When she told me that she can't be trusted and that she cheated on me, I told her that I forgive her. I also asked if she could promise me that she would not do it again, and she said that she couldn't make that promise. I guess I am impatient, but I really am sick and tired of dealing with the head games she is playing. I did not want to have children out of wedlock, and I really think that she should have respected and understood that. We were married for 1 year when she decided that she was tired of asking, and that was when she gave up on us. I am at a point right now where I don't know if I would be better off filing and move on or try to make things work. I have lost my trust in her. I sit and wonder what she is doing, who she is doing, and I am only 35 days into this crap. I met with my cardiologist and got the news about my heart. My heart is normal and I have no underlying heart disease. I do have the arrhythmias, but they are not life-threatening. Afterwards, I met with my wife and took a huge step for myself. I kind of lost it with my wife, but I just couldn't take the pain and mind games anymore. We had a conversation about the situation and I spilled my guts and let her know how I feel. I told her that I need time away from her and that I don't want any interaction with her unless she feels that she wants to try to reconnect. I told her I will not be going to the gym with her anymore and that I met with an attorney today to discuss divorce. I told her I am not going to be her backup plan while she lives a life of carefree living, doing whoever she wants. I also told her that I cannot trust her and I have fallen out of love with her. I am still open to reconciling our marriage, but I am done being the clingy, wimpy man that I am. I said that she should only contact me if she is interested in us. Otherwise, I am moving on. She was upset when she left last night and she was crying, but I stood my ground and did not shed a tear. I didn't ask for this, and as far as I am concerned, I was forced into it. I despise being alone. She claims that she wants to be alone and doesn't want any relationship in her life right now. The more I thought about the situation, the more I came to realize that even if we were to reconcile, the fact that she cheated on me is something that I would harbor the rest of my life. I have asked myself the following questions. How could I ever trust her again to be faithful to our marriage? What if we do get back together, start a family, and then she does the same thing again? Why should I continue to fight for our marriage when she doesn't appear to have any interest in reconciliation? Why continue on with the pain and grief that she has put me through? After some thought, I think the best course of action is to just be NC for a while. If she contacts me, then I know there is a possibility of hope. I need to move on and start a new life without her. It was really hard to let go of us last night, but I am hoping that it will help me heal, and maybe, just maybe, she will miss us and want to try to work things out. Second day of NC and I am hurting pretty bad today. All my thoughts are on her. I am so tired of this pain and mental anguish she is causing me. I don't know how I will ever trust another woman with my heart. I sincerely never thought I would have this happen to me. I went from the happiest man in the world to rock bottom. I said my piece and told her how I felt about the situation. She said she is sorry, and I told her that she was not sorry. She also would not admit to cheating on me now, but I have reason to believe that she is. I never had a reason not to trust her, but now I do. It is so difficult for me to be this way with her. I am so angry that she would do what she has done. But the fact is that I am lucky to find out now before we started a family together. I am trying to stand my ground, but it is a struggle right now. After I told her that I think we need some time apart with no contact, she even said that she felt that it would allow us to miss each other and that she was not sure if being in contact would do more harm than good. I don't know if that is what she wants to happen or not. I just reached the point where I need to stop thinking about who she is doing and just let her go, no matter how hard that has been for me. She said that she doesn't understand my feelings about it. I have faced my fears about it in an effort to make things better between us. She was there for me for it all. I do think that it is all about her now. She has a new freedom that she has not been able to experience in her life. My biggest problem right now is putting her out of my mind and moving on. We both know that's not real easy right now. I need to get out of this funk where I don't feel motivated to do anything other than try to sleep the evenings after work away. It seems as though that it is my only escape right now. I haven't gotten a good night's rest since this started, and letting go for me is like watching someone being lowered into a grave. I don't know if what I did was a good idea or not. I just got to the point where I want this mental anguish to stop. I did tell her to only contact me if she is interested in reconnecting. It may have been the nail in my coffin. I don't know. I am second-guessing my actions. I want so badly to reach out to her just to see how she is doing, etc. Yesterday I did leave her a message telling her my mic was cancelled for today, but hers was still on if she wants to go. I simply said thanks at the end of the message and said bye and hung up. I really don't want to be alone. I truly hate not having anyone to share my day with. Not seeing her come home from work each day is tearing me apart. Eating, sleeping, everything, all alone. This whole thing has been so difficult for me to deal with. I know she cheated, and I have reason to believe that she is cheating on me now. I know that my trust in her has been shattered beyond repair, but I still want to be with her. It's like a drug addiction or something. I don't condone what she is doing by any means. I know she now has a freedom that she has never had before. She has lost a lot of weight and has a new carefree life. She is going out every weekend, has no one that she is committed to, and she doesn't seem to care whether or not her actions hurt me. It's all about her now. If and when she does reach out to me again, I don't know if I will be open to it or not. I hate to think about starting over. I want a family with a wife that I can love with all my heart and soul, and to have a level of trust with her where I don't feel I need to be worried about her whereabouts, etc. if we do reconcile. I do not know if I will ever be able to trust her again. It's like a two-edged sword. I think I will get cut either way I go. Well, today she came and got her motorcycle and most of her clothes out of our closet. I tried to remain strong while this was going on, but deep inside it was tearing me apart. We talked a little bit and she still feels the same about us with no change in that aspect. She mentioned a new guy friend in her life today. I don't know what to make of that, but she did. I don't know if I am being played or what is going on. I am so tired of the head games and the waiting game. Is she just going through a point in her life and she will eventually tire of the lifestyle, or is this just an excuse to leave me and start with someone new? Part of me says to move on, file D, and get on with my life. The other side of me wants to wait and see if she does want to reconnect. I guess I am starting over with the NC, and today is day 44 since she moved out. I need to get off of this roller coaster ride. The bars are locked and I am at the top of the lift ready to drop again. I am so angry and hurt and not sure what to do. Days later, well, I did it. I went to the attorney today and I started the D process. I am tired of the mental anguish I have been going through, and under the circumstances I believe that I am making the right decision. Right now, I am angrier with my spouse and I don't want to play this game anymore. She made her decision to move out and leave me behind. God only knows who she is doing now, but I am getting to the point where I don't care. This will be her second D and my first. I am still sticking with the 180, but it is going to be limited to 90 days from now. It is about to get real for her. She will either want to R eventually, or she will sign the documents at the end of 90 days and it will be over. I am not going to be plan B past the 90 days. I just hope that I have the strength and dignity to let her go for good and realize that she can't be trusted and refuse her attempts to get back together if in fact she does. I think this is going to scar me for a very long time. I don't know if I will ever trust another woman with my heart. I sincerely thought that she would be true to me and I never had any reason not to trust her. Now I do, and I feel as though my ability to know just doesn't work. This continues to tear me up. I haven't been to the gym in weeks and I was going 4 times a week. I just don't have any motivation to do anything. I just want to wake up from this nightmare. Well, tomorrow is the big day. When she gets served, I wonder if she will go dark and sign or want to talk things over. Maybe she will share it with her new friend so he knows that I have let go and he can have her. It's going to be an interesting week. Here I am. It's been almost 60 days since this all started. I am worried about the outcome of today's mail delivery. I think I have made the right decision, but again I am second-guessing my actions. I honestly did not want it to come to this, but it has, and I have mixed feelings about what will happen today between her and I know deep down inside I need to let go, but I am having an extremely difficult time doing so. What's done is done now. She will get served today and it may be the beginning of the end. I really want to heal, and I have been trying to heal by doing the 180, but so far, I still feel miserable. I guess I am impatient about this whole thing. I have never been through something like this before. It continues to rip me apart. I need the strength to do the 180, but right now my emotions are still in charge. Once she gets served today, things are either going to take a turn for the better or a turn for the worse for us. Honestly, I am tired of dealing with this nightmare that she has created for me. It is really going to be difficult for me if she doesn't reach out to me in the next few weeks. I am not looking forward to starting all over with a new relationship, and I don't know how I will ever be able to trust a woman again at that level. I am getting older and I want children in my life, but my clock is ticking and I think my options are going to be limited. I know it's not a good idea to jump right back into a relationship after a divorce, but I really feel my time is limited to find another love. I also don't know if I want the possibility of this whole nightmare happening again. I know that it could, but I intend to be certain that she is the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I will be 42 this year and I really hate to think about starting all over in a new relationship. I don't want to ever feel like this again. I fall under the beta category in the book. Yes, I need to be more alpha. Any way I look at this, it is a nightmare for me. I just wish to hell I could wake up and that is all that it was. The divorce is a simple no fault, and deep down inside I still want to save our marriage. Obviously, I don't know what will happen in the future, but moving on for me just isn't happening right now. It sure doesn't seem to be getting any easier for me. I still feel miserable and unmotivated to do anything this weekend. I never made it to the gym or went out at all. I just don't have the drive to. When we were together, this was when we ate out, visited friends and family, etc. Now I am just alone and it really sucks. I hate it, to be honest. I just can't stop thinking about her. I still worry about her and I don't want our marriage to end. I am definitely a beta, so balancing between alpha and beta is something I need to work on. Maybe combined with the 180 things will change between us. Only God knows. I am a man of Christian belief and I pray every day that we can save our marriage, but my faith has really been tested and each day I lose more and more hope. I know that is the way things are supposed to be. I am just having a hard time seeing any glimmer of hope or light at the end of this tunnel. I know that is the way that He works His plans, and right now I don't have any understanding as to why I can't let go. I think the worst part for me is starting over with someone new. I now see myself as damaged goods, something that now has to be sold at a bent and dent grocery store or something. I wasn't fond of dating and the like, and I know I will have a hard time getting back into it. I keep asking for a miracle from God, but it seems as though my prayers are falling on deaf ears. I know everything is in His time, but I continue to lose hope for our every day. Moving on is not near as easy as it sounds. Here it is another Sunday and I am sleeping alone again. I did go out today on the advice of another thread and I purchased new pillows, sheets, and blankets. Don't know if it will help or not, but maybe I will be able to get a full night's rest. Who knows? Oh well, these are the cards that we have been dealt. We can either play them to the best of our abilities or fold them. I guess I have killed my chances of R by filing for D. Only time will tell. Thanks for the prayers, and I will be praying for you too. I need God in my life now more than ever. I know He is with us, but this has really tested me. I guess I just have to accept the facts that I am going to have go through this nightmare, like it or not. My STBXW doesn't seem to have any interest in R, so it looks like I am bound for the D. Part of me thinks I should have waited, while another part of me thinks I made the right decision. Hindsight will be 20/20, but right now I still see no light at all at the end of this long dark tunnel. I did, however, get to the gym today and I did my workout. Not where I was before my nightmare started weight-wise, but I am getting there. I am in the process of focusing on my physical and mental health by working out at the gym. 180. But I feel as though my spiritual health is currently on life support. I know that God works in His time, and I know that He knows what is best for me. What don't I understand is why He allowed me to get into the situation that I am currently in. I know it's our own free will that got my wife and I here. I am glad that I can come here and express my feelings to get some feedback from the people here on TAM. I am really thankful for that. I am really struggling right now with being alone. I absolutely hate being alone. My STBXW knows that, and I think she feeds on that. I think I am codependent on her. I can't stop thinking about her and what she is doing. I also admit that I am impatient right now and I just want the normalcy to return, but I know that is not going to happen anytime soon. This whole moving on thing for me isn't coming easy at all for me. I know I need to, but I keep holding on to the shred of hope that we can our marriage. Right now, though I do not think she has any interest in this. Every time I see her and talk, I always ask her how she feels about us. The response is always the same. I still feel the same. I don't want a relationship with anyone right now. I just want to be alone. I blame myself for these feelings that she has. I feel responsible for them because of my phobia issue that I had hid from her all this time. I feel guilty about it, but I realize there is nothing I can do to change the past or erase the damage I have caused. I filed for the divorce and I have been second-guessing my actions since doing so. My hope is that she sees that I am a man of integrity and I will not tolerate her cheating behavior while we are married. I want it to be clear to her that there are consequences for her behavior. The commitment of marriage doesn't appear to hold much water with her right now, though, as I truly believe that she is living in a fantasy world of promiscuity. She doesn't care how much it hurts me to think and believe that she is doing this. Yet I do care about her. I can't let go. I don't understand why, but I just can't. What the hell is wrong with me? I invite your input as always. I just keep hoping that it is going to get easier. Tonight, I had an old school buddy come over to play pool for a while. The room also contained my wife's wedding dress. The whole time I was staring at the dress until finally I took it and put it in the closet and closed the door. Everywhere I go, everything I do, no matter how I try, I can't get her out of my mind. There is always something there to remind me. At work, home, it doesn't matter, it is still there. We have stopped the counseling and I asked her this weekend if she wanted to go again. Her comment to me was, "Why? So we can pray about it." That comment hurt me because I know that she has turned her back on God. It's like she lost the morals and respect that I fell in love with. She just seems to have changed so drastically that I realize that I don't know her as well as I thought I had. Today wasn't a good day. Our older large dog that she had from her first marriage was going to the bathroom in the house. I couldn't get her to go outside. She left me presents every other day on the floor, both 1 and 2. Not in a pile either. The dog likes to walk when it goes. I spoke with STBXW about it over the weekend, and she was supposed to come every day and take her out so that she goes outside instead of the inside. Well, she came and took the dog to my stepdaughter's house. I will miss her, but I was at the end of my rope cleaning up large nuggets. I am left with 2 little dogs, which are not much of an issue to take care of. They are literally all I have left now. My parents are both gone and I have no siblings, so right now I feel so lonely. I am so tired of crying about what has happened to me. It just seems like the healing is never going to come. I honestly don't think there is much hope for us to get back together. There really is no reason now for her to see me at all. I hope I am wrong about it, but I really don't think I am. The potential for the 180 is there in full force now. I am trying to improve myself, but my desired effect of it is to have her back. It has been 1 week since she was served. I am trying so hard to get over her, but as much as try I have had very limited success. I know people on here believe in the 180, but I tend to think about it in a different way. Sort of like out of sight, out of mind. I think that the lack of contact between us will cause her to slip further and further away and pursue other interests. My comment: OP will provide the ending to this story tomorrow. And just to give you a heads up, it's a good ending. Check out the other stories I've uploaded in here recently. And I'll be back with the ending.